when you hear the word Tantra, then maybe one special topic will go through your head, through your mind. Because so many people say Tantra is about this one thing. But what if Tantra is so much more than just this? Would Tantra be less exciting? Or would it just be more interesting? I think it is the second one, and Tantra really is much more than this what people say, because mostly when we hear about Tantra, then it is Neo-Tantra, but not the real tradition. And I don't want to say that there is a right path and other things are wrong. That's not the point, but Tantra is such a wonderful spiritual path, and I think if we just focus on this one thing, then we take away for ourselves so many wonderful experiences we could have with Tantra. And here in this Tantra talk, I want to look with you what Tantra really is. How can we understand Tantra? And why is this spiritual path so wonderful? Why do I love it so much that I want to show it to you? And now I think for the beginning it may be helpful if we look at the word Tantra. And this is a kind of fabric or weave. If we have the original meaning and the part of tra, like mantra, this is always a kind of instrument, a tool, something what helps us to do things. And in a spiritual and philosophical way, Tantra can also be seen as a kind of explanation, for example, for a spiritual path, so that you have the doctrine and explanations what it is about. And if you see it in a very spiritual meaning, Tantra can also be seen as a kind of a web, the universe as a web, and everyone and everything is connected to each other. And this is a very important idea in Tantra, this connection. And I think this is very important for us today, because so many people say that they don't feel connected, not connected to themselves, not connected to other people, not connected with nature, not connected to the universe. And there's a lot of longing and desire for the feeling of connection. So I think this is one reason why Tantra can give us so much if we practice it. And Tantra also can be seen as an instrument, as a tool to expand our consciousness, so that over the time we can see through illusions, and separation is one illusion in Tantric path and in Buddhist teachings, because the connection in this point of view is always there. So the connection cannot be lost, but there may be an illusion of separation, so that we forget that we are enlightened beings. We forget that we are connected. We forget about compassion and wisdom, and then it can be that we suffer under this. And if we learn to see through the things and through illusions, then we feel connected again, because we see, yes, the universe is a kind of a big web, like a Wi-Fi web. It's about connection. And now people in modern Tantra often focus with this connection part to one special thing. And there are partner practices in Tantra. That's right, these practices exist, and they are wonderful and worth of being learned, of being trained and lived for. This is the most important thing, because a tantric path is something for daily life, something you live, not something you talk about, not something as a hobby to escape the world. It is about, yes, like we have it in the channel trailer, about falling in love with life itself. So it's about living fully. And these partner practices are one topic, but not the main focus. It's one part of the life, and there are many, many other parts of the life. And the beautiful thing is that for most parts of the life there are tantric practices, rituals, meditations, mantras, and so on. So you really invite spirituality to your daily life. And the idea in Tantra is also that there are many deities who support you on your path. I practice Shingon Reiki and Shingon meditations. Shingon is a school of Tantric Buddhism in Japan, and there are many meditations where you have different Buddhas and Bodhisattvas for many topics in life, and it is believed that if you practice this, then you get help, and these spirits will come to you, help you, support you, and you invite these energies because you have this picture of a Buddha or Bodhisattva, but this is also a kind of energy, and so many meditations are about being one with the Buddha, the Spirit. So you meditate and you invite the energy of the Buddha, and then at a certain point you become one with the Buddha. And this point of being one with the Buddha and then later one with the universe, this is something what people in the Western world have reduced to being one with a partner. And a partner practice is very helpful, because if you love a person very much, it's a bit easier to cultivate this feeling of being one with this person. So you can say that it's a projection. Yes, you see all the good things in this person. Yeah, maybe when you are in love, you think that this is such a wonderful being, like a Buddha or a Bodhisattva, because you have these good feelings, and then it's easier to cultivate this being one with someone or being one with the universe. So this is very helpful, but it's not everything about Tantra. Like you can see, it is about the whole life, about everything. It's a lot about connection, and it is about cultivating compassion and wisdom. Because if you realize that you are connected with other people, but also with the animals and the plants, and yes, also the rocks and the stones, then you realize that compassion with yourself and with others is a very important thing, and this can be very, very helpful. And Tantra is also not one school or one style. There are, in different countries and cultures, there are many tantric paths, and they have sometimes different ideas. So there are many ideas about Tantra, and you see, it's not one thing and not two or three. There are many, and often they are very open and tolerant. So in some tantric styles, you can choose if you want to be an ascet and living alone and cultivating spirituality the whole day, but you can also choose having a partner and a normal job and live spirituality every day in your daily life. So you see, there are many possibilities, and it's not dogmatic, it's very open, so that you can also try things and have a look if it is your thing or not. And if you want to go deeper into Tantra, then you are welcome to join me. I have a booklet about Tantra, and you can get it with the link below. So if you are interested in experience more, then you are always welcome. And I hope that maybe I could help you to understand Tantra a bit better, because I think that so many people would be very happy if they would practice Tantra. And sometimes people are a bit afraid of it because there are so many misunderstandings. And I think it's good if we clear the misunderstandings, because this tantric path can be so wonderful. I wish you a beautiful, wonderful day, and we see each other soon.